it is? Jay Williams, Let's Live Life, and we're back. Love on lockdown, man. The truth about relationships and being locked up. Have I had to deal with it? Yeah, you damn right I had to deal with it. Let's relive it. So before we start, y'all see I tightened up, right? Peeled my potato. Good to go. Another day on the grind. Today we're going to talk about relationships and being locked up, man. What do I think about relationships? What have I dealt with? What have I seen? A lot of it's personal, and it's got to be personal for me to break it down to y'all so y'all can understand it from where I'm coming from. First time I realized that relationships and being locked up wasn't a good thing for me, I was like 14. At that age, I was the kid that broke into all the cars. I was that little punk-ass kid that you would come out and all your stuff would be out your glove box. All your change would be missing. Your gun might be gone from underneath your seat. I was that little bastard. Breaking in cars one night, walking through this neighborhood and checking all the doors. I'm looking inside the cars. I got a little flashlight with me, and I'm shining them through the windows of the cars. If you got a deck in there, money, anything out in the open I see that's worth value, I'm going to go at it. Excuse me, I'm trying to shake this cough. So I come up on this old school box BMW, all black BMW. I shine the light through the passenger window. I look. It's got a CD deck in it. Big book of CDs. And this is back in the mid-90s when CDs were expensive. Go to open the door don't open. I look at the top of the car and the sunroof is open. What do? I climb my ass over, up on the car. I lean over in the sunroof. I done snatched the deck out. I'm hanging down now. I done snatched the deck out, laid that in the seat. I'm reaching for the CD book when I see a shadow. I look up and I realize the driver's side window is open. About time I realized the driver's side window was open, this big black fist just hit me. The dude that owned the car looked outside, seen my feet dangling out his sunroof, ran up on me and just stretched me. Boom! Hit me. I fall down inside the car, hit my head on the gear shifter, lays me out. I'm inside the car, just discombobulated. I don't know how long I was out. I done dropped all the way in the car now, and I'm just, twisted up like a rag doll. Cops show up. They're not letting me out the car. There's a whole bunch of people around the car. I'm not trying to get out the car. I'm just this little frail dude, and there's a whole bunch of people outside this car that want to kick my ass, right? So they're more or less keeping me at bay till the police get there. Police get there. They open the car doors, tell me get out. They see the deck torn out the car. They see all the little stuff I've rummaged through. See the big ass knot on my head and the guy with the King Kong fist standing there. They lock me up. I got this little girlfriend named Misa. Where I lived at, there was a lot of Asians and Cambodians around there at the time. It was like a very diverse, mixed up group of people around where I lived at. Misa was not my first girlfriend, but the first little girl I thought I cared about. Or should I say, the first little girl I thought that cared about me. Thinking she's going to come with my mom to see me. She's going to write me. This little girl's telling me she loves me. I'm young. Week goes by. Other kids are getting mail. I'm not getting no mail. 2 weeks goes by. Other kids are getting mail. I'm not getting no mail. Misa lived right next door to me. So I never, had to call her or anything. Like, I'd sneak out my window. She'd sneak out hers. We'd go run the streets all night and kick it. This is during, like, the Snoop Dogg era when Doggy Style dropped and all that. Bone Thugs and Harmony was real big. We was just, young and thugging, man, running the streets. Months go by. I don't hear nothing from her. You got to mind yourself. Now I'm 14. I'm thinking, this is my boo jank right here. This is my boo-boo. She's going to ride for me. I end up doing like 3 months. I get out. Only to find out that not only does little Miss Misa not love me, and hers not going to write me, hers not going to come see me, hers is now with another guy named Booger. First of all, you left me while I was locked up. Secondly, I'm only 14. And third, how the hell you gonna leave me for somebody named Booger? Booger? That's not even, you're wrong on so many levels. That was what initially brought me to realize that as a youngin', as a teenager, as a younger man, love just wasn't a thing for me. I would pump fake it, pretend it, I just didn't feel like, everything after that just kind of went wrong when it came to females because I didn't trust them. I would deal with this many, many more times throughout the years when it came to females. Then you get to the jail stage where you see these dudes and they start off and their girl's coming to see them. She's up there every week. She's sending that money. These dudes are eating good. They're always on the phone. And for the most part, you always see it start to fall apart. One day you see this dude, he's pacing around. And she ain't answering the phone. Why she ain't answering the phone? Hey, Jay, have your people, see if your people will do a three-way or call over there and tell her I said answer the phone. I'm not one of those people that do that. You know what I mean? I'm lucky enough to have somebody, answer the phone. So I'm not doing messages and three-ways and all that. I'm like, I'll let somebody else, man. My people don't do that. So now this dude is running around to everybody. Man, my girl's not answering the phone, man. Can you have your people call my girl and tell her I'm trying to call? My people said that she's busy today, try to call back later. She's working. Calls back later, no response. In his mind, he's thinking she's too busy for him. She's got something going on. But in the back of his mind, he knows somebody is over at the house with her. Somebody's there. She's moving on. Somebody's in the bed, just letting the nuts hang out. You know what I mean? Just doing their thing. You fast forward a couple weeks, this dude is stressed. He's no longer even really playing the phone like that because when he does, he dials it 100 times a day and he's not getting no answers. 2 weeks have passed, no visits. Them letters have stopped. That money has stopped. He's now come to the realization that she ain't just working. She ain't just busy. She's busy, big busy. I mean, she's done moved on. I've seen this so many times I couldn't even begin to break it down. When I fell on my 10-year bid, when I got locked up, I was, it's gonna sound messed up. I was in several different, I wouldn't say relationships, but entanglements. I had different women I was messing with. Some I actually rocked with more than others. That stuff as a juvenile that I learned growing up made me one of those dudes that I just would not take relationships serious. First thing I did, once I realized this is it, I'm done. Like, I'm going to prison. There is no coming home. This ain't about to be no happy ending no time soon. I cut all my relationships off. I told the girls I was talking to, it wasn't like 20, it was like just a couple different girls. And a few of them knew that we were just talking. One of them was my main girl. I went ahead and made the phone calls. Go on about your life. Go live your life. No, I love you. I'm going to be there for you. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. I got 10 years. 10 years is a long time. I don't know what you're thinking, but I know you got needs. I know things are going to happen. And before we become enemies, I'd rather you just go on with your life so that at least we can still be friends. Argue, argue, argue. Don't do this, don't do this. I'm built for this. I'll stand by your side. Nah, I'm not having it. You know what I mean? I gotta live inside this world. I can't stress over what you're doing out there. You're gonna cause me to hurt somebody or get hurt in here, worrying about what you're doing. I've not seen many women that could do that time or hold it down like that. I'm not saying they're not out there. I'm just saying they're few and in between. First mess up I made, I was in prison, is entertaining my son's mom. I'm here for you. I'm not going to go nowhere. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be with nobody. You know what I mean? I just have too much time. I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. You got my word. I said, all right, well, we'll see. That's what it is, man. I'll start calling them on. We'll see what happens. So I would call. She would answer the phone. I know in the back of my mind what it is. I'm not stupid. If your ass gets 10 years and I'm out here in the streets, I'm smashing. I'm going to keep it moving. I'm going to do what I do. I want y'all to listen to this story, man, because this is, I'm not going to say typical, but I'm not the only one with this story. I'm the only one with this story, but people got similar stories, man. I land on my first compound. I'm not there but a couple days. I'm sitting in the chow hall, and I can't remember if it was hot dog day or what it was, but whatever it was a good tray. We're having lunch, and this tray shows up to my table. One of the chow hall workers brought me this tray and was like, yo, my homeboy told me to give you this tray. I said, tell your homeboy I don't want his tray. I'm thinking like somebody's trying to give me something and I got to pay that shit back, or there's some game involved. You don't just send somebody you don't know a random tray full of food. I tell him I don't want the tray. Take the tray back. He don't take the tray. I walk up to the chuck hole, which is where you put your dirty trays. I take this tray with all this food and I push it in the chuck hole. I go sit back down at the table, go back to eating my regular tray. When I'm done eating, I walk up to the chuck hole and I go put it in, and somebody goes, yo, Jay. And I heard my name, so I stopped for a second, looked around. The dude on the other side that washes the tray is calling my name. He's like, Jay. I squat down and look. This dude is the brother of a girl I dated for many years when I was a juvenile. I dated this girl from I think I was 15 to 18. You know what I mean? Just one of my little childhood sweethearts. This is her younger brother. I raised this dude up. This dude used to ride with me in the car. You know, I threw my guns one time in front of the police. He went back and looked for him. I, would get this little dude weed. This dude's much younger than me. But here he is in prison. I hadn't heard about him in years. He's been caught a malicious wounding charge. They done ran up at somebody's house, beat him up with bats. He got sent to prison. He's like, what's up, man? How you been? I'm good, man. What's up with you? When'd you get to prison? He starts telling me his story. He's like, look, come out tonight, rec tonight. We had rec at nighttime. It's from I think 6:30 right after count clear to about 8:15, 8:30. Come out tonight, let's walk the track and talk. I said, all right, man, I'll see you tonight. That night we go out. He gives me the story. Man, my mom ain't around. My sister don't write me. I ain't really got nobody, man. I had a girl, she left. I said, damn, dog, that's rough, man. You know how it is. Don't be messing with them girls like that. He's like, I get out not long from now, man. 5-6 months. I just need somebody to talk to, just to pass the time. I said, let me see what I can think of, man, what I can make shake, and I'll holler at you. That night I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, my baby mama's got a sister that at the time was single. So I come out the next day. Actually, I go to chow hall, I see him, and I give him a piece of paper. I say, yo, this is baby mama's sister. She's out there, she's single, she's cool people. Hit her up. You know what I mean? Just write her. Here's the number, here's the address, hit her up. She might not write back. I was trying to look out for somebody I knew from the streets. I end up getting shipped. You got to think, this is receiving. I end up getting shipped from receiving to the main compound I'm going to be on. And to my acknowledgement, everything is the same. Still calling the baby mama maybe once a week, saying what's up. Talking to my son, saying what's up. In the back of my mind, I know I'm not going to be in no relationship. I wasn't going to do it in the streets. I'm not doing it in here. But it gives me something to pass the time with. But as these couple months went by, I'm starting to think damn, maybe I can trust her. Maybe she would ride. You know what I mean? Maybe this could be something, and it's going to sound messed up, I could use to my advantage in here. We don't all think like that. That's how I was thinking when I was younger. Yeah, remember I told you it always ends bad? Here it comes. So I called over to one of my homeboys' houses one day, and I said, what's up, man? He was like, what's up? I said, you heard anything from the baby mama? And he's like, nah. I said, all right, because I called a couple times past few weeks, and she ain't been picking up the phone, so I figured she's already skirted. You know what I mean? I expected it. Ain't nobody mad. It is what it is. I just want to, hopefully be able to see my son from time to time. He was like, you don't even know, do you? I said, no what? He was like, man, you ain't even ready for this. I said, ready for what? He was like, man, she's pregnant. I said, oh shit. I said, well, that's what's up, man. You know what I mean? I ain't mad. Like, that's what's up. You know what I mean? She's out there. That's what she's supposed to do. She's supposed to live her life. Like, I wasn't never looking for none of that anyway. I was just looking for somebody to be around, somebody to talk to. He was like, nah, man, it's a little deeper than that. I said, how does it get deeper, man? He was like, remember the dude you was locked up with? Your homeboy that you gave the address to? And I already knew where he was going. I said, yeah, what about him? He said, well, apparently, he started writing a crib. Your baby mama intercepted the letters and started writing him back. He got out, a couple months back, started knocking her off, laid up with her. Dude sent me pictures of them together and everything, so she couldn't deny the shit, right? So I'm like, man, you're trying to tell me the dude I put on with the sister is now out there and has my baby mama pregnant. He was like, yeah. I was like, that's what it is, man. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't even got the energy to be mad. I got to look after Jay while I'm in here. But inside, I'm heated. I'm not so much heated at her because at a young age, I come to realize that this is what I had to expect when it came to females. Not all females, so don't get butthurt, but some. She fell into some category. Old boy just completely forgot who I was and took the fact that I had 10 years and ran with it. What's he gonna do? He's got 10 years, you know what I mean? Time he gets out, he won't be mad no more. They didn't last. Me and him I ain't gonna say we're enemies, because to be enemies, I gotta be, ready for a vendetta. I just don't mess with him. I saw him one time since I've been out. I went to go pick my son up, and he was standing on the porch, and I just rolled down the window and said, "What's up, bitch?" And he just flicked the cigarette and turned around and walked back in the house. My son had asked me, don't do nothing. I don't want to see you get in trouble. Don't let these dudes jam you up. What's it matter? You know what I mean? Plus, I didn't, you know what I mean? I was married at this point, had a girl, not stressed over that. I've seen this on more occasion than one. That's just my story. My brother Philly, he's not my birth brother, but, that's my brother from another, man. We've been through war and back. We've been side by side since we were young bucks, man. That is my dude. He is like family to me. Sometimes your family isn't always the people that share the same blood as you. Sometimes your family can be the people that'll shed blood with you, or that'll bleed with you, or that you can trust. This is somebody I know I can trust. He had the same scenario, man. He had a baby mama, 2 kids, caught the same bit I caught, was my co-defendant, went away. By the time he came home, his baby mama had 3 more kids, all with one of our homeboys, man. All 3 of those kids is with a dude we used to rock with. We don't rock with the dude no more, but we used to. I'm pretty sure Philly said he let it slide on the sake of he didn't want to go back to prison when he got out. But that's just what it is, man. For anybody headed to prison or jail, you need to know that whoever you got riding with you is someone that can't live life without you. Because there's not many of those out there. Most people can go on in life without you, except for maybe your family. My advice to you is if you got any significant amount of time to do, is to let it go. If you're a woman who can't be faithful, who can't do what you two have agreed on while he's locked up, let him go. In due time, the wounds will heal, things will get better. But in the meantime, it's going to make both y'all's lives a living hell. The only way I could see myself being with somebody once I got locked up is being married and with kids. I have that. But can I say that if I was to catch 10 years, I wouldn't say, go ahead and go live your life, just make sure my son comes see me? That's probably what I would do. I want to be as much a part of their lives as possible, but I wouldn't want to be an anchor. When you're sentenced to that much time, I personally feel it's very selfish to try to have someone else do that amount of time with you. I feel like you're not so much thinking about the other person, you're thinking about yourself. When that judge banged that gavel, he gave that time to me. It was my job to do that time, no one else's. My family had to do it because they're my family. My son had to do it because he's my son. But for everybody else, life goes on. Don't be that dude that's dialing that phone, that's pacing that pod, that's getting in fights behind a girl that isn't your girl. And if she is and you believe that, I wish you the best of luck, man. All our stories ain't the same, but they're in the same category. Anyways, quick, short, sweet, jump up out of here. Payday, 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 payday. But y'all know what this is, man. These are just crazier worlds, these institutions inside this crazy world we already live in. As always, y'all know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to keep y'all entertained. Are you not entertained? And like always, this is Jay Williams. Let's live life. To all my real ones, and there are some real ones watching, because y'all still watching me. Y'all know how we do, man. Salute.